How's everybody doing? I'm your boy Mike Sports Vibes Ball, which I cover the Philadelphia 76ers on this channel. I cover the Phillies on this channel, play-by-play, scoreboard, and everything. And I also cover the NBA playoffs on this channel and do card reveals. So if you are interested in good vibes, you know what I mean, good vibes over bad vibes, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs right now. Now, let's just get straight to it. The Knicks completely fall apart against the Pacers. They completely fall apart. And we're going to also talk about the Timberwolves as well. Timberwolves, they need to get game 2. They need to get game 2 against the Thunder. But let's start with the Knicks. Shout out to Mary in the building. Good morning. Good morning. So glad you will be. Yeah, I will be on tonight, but on my other channel. Because my other channel, for some reason, they said I had a copyright, something with copyright. So I can't go live on my my other channel, Mike Sports Vibes, for like 7 days. But I will be on my smaller channel today. But salute to you. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Everybody that's in the building. But yeah, salute to everybody. And hopefully y'all having a wonderful day. But yeah, like, I just feel like the Knicks just lost. You know, a lot of people are going to say they choked. Yeah, they choked in that fourth quarter. You cannot lift your foot off of that pedal, off of that gas. You got to keep on doing what you got to do. You have to keep on scoring. You got to keep on bringing it intensity until there's no seconds left in the game. You have not won that game. The Knicks in that fourth quarter start to slack off, and the momentum for the Pacers was just too great. It was too great. They should have won that game. There was no reason why that game should have went to overtime. And I just got to give a big shout out to a few players. Nembhard, Neesmith definitely hitting clutch 3 at the clutch 3 in the fourth quarter. He hit a 3 with it was like 22 seconds left in that fourth quarter. And then Tyrese Haliburton had the opportunity and almost won the game in the fourth quarter. His foot was like barely on the line. If he was he was a centimeter on that line. If he was just a centimeter behind that 3-point line, the Pacers would have won. But they still won in overtime. It's just crazy to me how Jalen Brunson, he was bricking for chicken from 3 in overtime. He was airballing 3s. He just was not playing like really clutch in that overtime. And just the fact that the Knicks just lost the way they lost, man, it's just crazy to me. It is simply crazy. But I want to show y'all this. Tell me what this is, man. It's a white, I don't want to say it's like a goose. It looks like a white goose all the way in the distance. Hold on, y'all. It's raining outside, but I just want y'all to see this. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. Right there. It's all white. In the distance. Let me know what kind of animal that is. I know it's a bird, but I don't know what kind of bird it is. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. I'm outside taking a nature walk, talking about the NBA playoffs. You know what I mean? Saw that, okay, work tonight, but we'll join the win. Okay. Need to get the game and agree about the Knicks. What a finish. That was one. Oh, another thing. That was one of the most, I love that word, epic. One of the most epic finishes that I have witnessed since I've been following basketball for a long time. I'm a Sixer fan. I cover the NBA playoffs, but I have never seen a game like that. The last time I seen a game like that was probably like Allen Iverson in 2001 in the NBA Finals against Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. R.I.P. to Kobe Bryant. But the way the Knicks just folded like that, oh my goodness, I can't believe they lost that game. This was a game that they should have won, but the Pacers did not give up. They're one of the deepest teams in the NBA. And by the way, everybody that's in the building, make sure y'all double tap, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Consider subscribing, trying to get to my first 500 subscribers on this channel. I cover the NBA playoffs, I cover the Sixers, and much more. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Truly appreciate y'all. I'm just literally just vibing out and just talking about the game yesterday. And Neesmith was just so clutch when it counted the most. Neesmith was just simply amazing. Um, who else? Miles Turner was good. Nimhard, I said he was good. Tyrese Halliburton was amazing. But another player, all right, and then let's get to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson had 40-something points. He was absolutely spectacular throughout the whole game until that overtime. Until overtime, he was not the best, especially airballing that three. Overtime was not good for him. Overtime performance was not good. Also, who else? Towns, man, they both had good games. So Jalen Brunson had 40-something points. Towns had like 30-something points. Mikal Bridges was doing his thing as well. Josh Hart was doing his thing as well. OG Anunoby was balling in that fourth quarter. Like, OG Anunoby was absolutely fantastic in that fourth quarter. Like, the second half mainly, his defense was awesome. But, like I said, until there's no time left, you cannot guarantee a win. I thought the game was over, and the Knicks literally folded like a pretzel. The Knicks choked. The Knicks should have won that game. And look, now this is definitely a series. I ain't going to sit here and lie. This is going to be, I think this is still going to be like a 6-7 game series. The Knicks have to win game 2. Like, the Knicks have to win game 2. They cannot go down 0-2 going to Indiana. They have to win game 2. And because I'm going to tell you this right now. The Knicks could go to Indiana and still win those games. This is not a guarantee, even if, you know what I mean? Like, so the Knicks win game 2. They can definitely win in Indiana. And then for game 5, they'll be split 2-2. And then we'll see what happens from there. But I truly feel like this series is just still up in the air. I don't think the Pacers are definitely going to win. I mean, only way, look, if the Pacers win game 2, the series is over. If they win game 2. But we're going to see how, and all the pressure is on the Knicks now. All the pressure is on the Knicks. Shout out to everybody in the building. Can I get some likes? Show a brother some love. I know I'm a Sixer fan, a proud Sixer fan. But show a brother some love. Hit that like button. Just double tap the screen. Hit the like button. And also consider subscribing. I cover the Sixers play-by-play. I cover the Philadelphia Phillies. I cover the NBA playoffs. And I do card reveals as well. So if you are interested in good vibes, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. But what a fantastic performance. And let's talk about the refs. The refs wasn't just calling every little foul. Like, even when the players were, like, complaining about, oh, I got fouled, the refs pretty much, in other words, they didn't really say nothing, just said, yo, just play basketball. They just said, go play basketball. Like, it was, I love it. Let these grown men play basketball. The playoffs is a lot more physical than the regular season. And may the best team win. We're not going to give you these little ticky-tack fouls that you really don't need to have. Like, you don't need to get these ticky-tack fouls, especially in the playoffs. So they let them play. They let them be physical. They let them finally play basketball. I love it. And I love the fact that early on in the game, they wasn't just chucking up threes. They was driving to the lane. They was posting up. Even the point guards, Jalen Brunson, man, he was posting up a lot. Tyrese Halliburton was posting up a lot. I just love the fact that they were just bringing that physicality. They wasn't just shooting threes. Yes, there's nothing wrong with shooting threes. I'm not saying shooting a three is a bad thing in the NBA. But sometimes it gets to the point where it's just like there's other ways you can score. And I would choose a contested layup or midi over a three consistently. And if you play good perimeter defense, I'm not saying you shouldn't hit any threes. But if you play good perimeter defense, I think a team that makes more twos than threes, and they can stay on pace and win. Because even if you're wide open from three, unless you're like Steph Curry, there's only a few players that you're just like, oh, that's a guarantee, that's going in. There's not many players that you can't just shoot threes all game and just win. You can shoot your team out the dang on game. Because if you bricking from chicken and you're like shooting 20-something% from three as a team, and you're shooting like 53s in a game, you're not going to win that game. You're going to go down. You're going to lose. But the team that's going hard in the paint, shorty what you think, and they grinding and they trying to, you know what I mean, get maybe the harder basket in a way, but the easier basket in a way because of the field goal percentage. As you get closer, the easier it gets to score. You know what I mean? So, but I love the fact that they were just bringing it, man. These two teams were bringing it on both sides of the ball, and I love it. I absolutely loved every second of this game. It was to the point where I didn't even want the game to end. Shout out to everybody in the building. Smash the like button. Yeah, smash the like button. Shout out to DFJ Hoops. Shout out to Chris for real. Make sure y'all double tap, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're talking about the NBA playoffs right now. And Wolves are cooked and on the menu tonight. I'm going to keep it real. I don't think that's 100% true yet. We're going to see what happens tonight. Because the Wolves can easily, you know what I mean, win this game. They can win a game, and they can win in OKC. I can see it. But the thing about the Wolves for game 2 is they got to play better perimeter defense. That's one. Because they were playing pretty good in the first half. I think they were up. Was they up in the first half? I think they were up after halftime, right? The problem was that third quarter and, of course, the fourth quarter. And Ant-Man, you know what I mean, you're going to have to do a little bit more offensively. I understand he's a great defender. Everybody's going to have to step their game up offensively. I know Julius Randle was making some threes and all that, but he has to do more. Everybody got to just do more. Get OKC in foul trouble. Let Hartenstein and what's his name? Holmgren, get their big men in foul trouble. Drive to the rim. Don't be scared of them. Like, I don't know. I think the Timberwolves can win though. Jaden McDaniels got to step his game up. Walker has to step his game up. You know, SGA was talking crazy, man, and he was getting shut down. I don't know if y'all watched that game, the first game, but SGA was pretty much, I don't want to say he was shut down in the first half, but SGA was not doing anything in that first half. He was not doing anything in that first half. It was the second half where he started really getting into his bag and getting the shots that he liked and getting to the free throw line a lot, which is nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, he was not doing his thing in that first half. They shut SGA down kind of in that first half, but in that second half, the adjustments were made, and SGA was in his bag. So Ant-Man's going to have to match that intensity and then some, because I'm going to keep it real with you. The Thunder is a deeper team. And another thing, the Timberwolves, Naz Reid, he has to step up. I need a big series from him. He can't just chuck up threes. Yes, he can shoot. He can hit the three. But, dude, you cannot chuck up threes all game, bro. You got to drive to the rim and post up. You got the size advantage over mostly anybody that's guarding you. So, Naz Reid, stop taking the easy way out and chucking up threes all dang on game. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota needs to play through Rudy, get Hartenstein, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they should play through Rudy, though. Rudy's not, like, the best offensive center. Like, he don't got, like, the game. Like, he don't got no post moves all like that. He's more of a, like a loose ball, put backs and stuff like that, alley oops. He don't really got the post moves like that. But I agree. You're going to have to somehow try to get their big men in foul trouble. You got to get Thunder in foul trouble. You can't just chuck up jump shots all day, like especially from three. You got to drive to the rim. Like, and that's the one thing that I loved about the Pacers and the Knicks. They were not just chucking up threes all game. They were like, yo, we're going to take it to the hoop and all that. But they need to play through the post. OKC do not have bigs. OKC, they got, I consider them bigs. Holmgren, I think, is 7 feet, but I mean, you could overpower him. If Rudy had a little bit of a post move, he could overpower him. I just don't have the most confidence in Rudy's offensive game. Now, what I will say is this, though, bro. David, this is what I will say. And thanks for your comment. Julius Randle. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say his name one more time. Julius Randle. You have to. I know you was hitting threes, but I'm going to tell you what's more important than hitting threes. Getting that other team in foul trouble. Get them in foul trouble. Go to the free throw line. Post these dudes up. You might not got the height advantage over Holmgren, but you got the weight advantage. You got you're stronger. You know what I mean? Post his behind up. Hartenstein's a little bit different, but when Holmgren is sticking Julius Randle, bro, I know Holmgren's a solid shot blocker, bro, but you can't be scared of him, man. You got to go hard in the paint. Get his behind in foul trouble. Like, I need somebody to post them up. They're just literally not playing. Listen, On the defensive side of the ball, right? I don't know if y'all play pickup basketball. When people are just shooting threes, it makes the game so much easier for you on defense. It doesn't tire you out. You just chilling. Oh, you gonna shoot threes? And if you ain't making them, yeah, keep shooting them threes all game. Keep shooting them threes all game. I'm gonna just let you shoot them threes and let you break. But bro, what makes it harder for a defender is when you start posting them up and you making them work. And you doing turnaround middies. You know what I mean? You doing turnaround middies, mini hook shots. Get them tired. Get them in foul trouble. Punish them down low a little bit more. Even though it helped the Timberwolves because Julius Randle was making a three, or he made a few threes in that first half. But then again, it kind of hurt him because my allergies, my bad. It kind of hurt him in a way because he got away from what he could possibly do. Like, he got away from posting up and driving to the rim and just being Julius Randle. I love when he posts up people and he does that turnaround midi. I love it. I love it. They need a 100% agree with you. Julius Randle needs to play. Yes, Julius has to play big. I'm not saying he can't shoot a three occasionally, but play big, man. Get them in foul trouble. Get OKC. I don't care if it's their bigs, their point guards, everybody. Get them in foul trouble. Make the game harder for OKC to win by getting their starters in foul trouble. Or getting some of their best role players in foul trouble. I don't know. You think New York Knicks is cooked? I don't think they're cooked. I think New York, and by the way, everybody, can y'all please hit the like button, help a brother out. Can I get like 10 likes on the live stream? And if you can, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I go by the name of Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I'm a Sixer fan. I'm covering the NBA playoffs. I do play-by-plays for the playoffs, and I do play-by-play for the Sixers and the Phillies. So if you're into baseball, that's another thing y'all can tune in to the channel for. But make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But I don't think the New York Knicks is cooked. Now, if they lose their next game, yeah, I'ma definitely agree with you. But they have to lose their next game. I don't think they're losing their next game, bro. Just my honest opinion. I don't think they're losing their next game. But if they do, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Minnesota starters have to show up because OKC bench is better than Minnesota. Oh, yeah. And you know what's crazy? Hold on. You know what's crazy? What I wanted to say is I was talking to some Timberwolves fans, and I said, yo, they asked me a question. Who would I rather play? OKC or the Timberwolves? And I said, I'd rather play, not OKC or the Timberwolves. OKC or the Nuggets, I meant to say, right? Nuggets or the Thunder. And I was saying the Nuggets because, yes, they have Jokic, but they're not as deep as Thunder. They're not the deeper team. You can let Jokic get his triple-double. You can let Jokic get his 30 points in triple-double or 40 points in triple-double or whatever. Or not even let him get it, but just like let him get 20 rebounds and maybe barely get or not get the triple-double. That's kind of crazy. But shut everybody else down. One person cannot be five. Basketball is a team sport. I don't care how great a player is. Even Michael Jordan could not win by himself, right? And Jamal Murray, he had his ups and downs throughout the series. Aaron Gordon has his ups and downs throughout the series, throughout the playoffs. Michael is not consistent. So I said, yo, if I was a Timberwolves fan, I would want to go against the Thunder and not the Nuggets. But I said both teams are very good. It's going to be a good series regardless. But if I had to choose one, I'm choosing the Nuggets over the Thunder because I know the Thunder is a deeper team overall. And the one thing I know about playoffs is having a deep team helps you so many ways. Minnesota starters have Pacers chemistry and teamwork was way better. Yes, I will agree. Rap. Oh my goodness, you're so 100% correct. You're so right about that. Pacers chemistry, their ball movement. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know how old y'all is, right? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the San Antonio Spurs when they had Ginobili, I don't know if y'all know who Tim Duncan is. He's one of my favorite players of all time. Tony Parker. If y'all remember how the Spurs used to move the ball around when they had Ori and all them, bro, the Pacers remind me of the Spurs so much. Except they don't have like the center like Tim Duncan, obviously, but they have the point guard. They have great role players like a Manu Ginobili. Like, all right, so for the Pacers, Manu Ginobili for the Pacers is like Nimhard or Nesmith or not Aaron. What's his name? Nimhard or is it Nesmith? Aaron Nesmith. So they have two great role players. Nimhard is a freaking I like Nimhard a lot. I love Nesmith. I like what they got, man. What they bring to the table, man. It's just different ball games. So you got so many different players. You can have on the Pacers like 6-7 different players with double-digit points at the end of the game. And you're like, dang, he scored 10. Oh, he scored 15. Oh, he scored 20. Oh, he scored 30. Oh, by the way, off the bench, you got like 4 players scoring 10 each. It's like all that adds up. When you got multiple players scoring double-digit points, that stuff adds up, bro. It adds up. Cat needs to show up. It's Bronson show only right now. I'd rather have Julius Randle. Oh my goodness, that's the statement that I have not thought I would hear. Now I would say this. I like both players. Cat is a more talented player than Julius, in my honest opinion. But the problem with Cat is he doesn't show up all the time, right? He doesn't show up. And if he doesn't show up, I'm going to choose Julius Randle because Julius Randle, most of the time, is going to give you defense. Even if he's not scoring the offense, he's going to give you defense. When Cat isn't scoring, he's not playing the best defense. So his offense feeds his defense. Y'all get where I'm coming from? Like, Julius Randle's going to give you that effort, on defense no matter what, regardless, right? Even if he's not scoring. When Cat ain't in the game, when his mind is not in the game offensively, he tends to kind of disappear. But when he's in the game, there's not many players better than Cat. Cat is a straight up dog when he wants to be. But yeah, I like both players though. Golden State would have swept T-Wolves if. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna say they would have swept them, but they had an honest chance of winning that series, especially winning that first game when Steph Curry missed pretty much the second half of the game. If Steph Curry was healthy, they probably would have had a chance. But at the same time, you get all the what ifs, it don't even matter because at the end of the day, the Warriors are home and the Timberwolves are in the Western Conference Finals. And maybe next time, you know what I mean? Injuries are part of the game. And as a Sixer fan, I know better than a lot of people. I'm telling you, as a Sixer fan, every single year I think the Sixers are going to do something. What happens? Joel Embiid is always hurt. We know, and people want to hate on Joel Embiid. And I understand it because the man ain't never healthy. But we know when he's healthy, he's debatably one of the top 3 players in the NBA. The problem is he's not healthy consistently. And that's why the Sixers are in the situation. Now we got the 3rd overall pick, and I will be live possibly for the draft. So stay tuned for that. Make sure everybody, can I get 10 likes? Can I get 4 more likes on the stream? And hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'm a Sixer fan covering the NBA playoffs. I do play-by-play for the Sixers. I do play-by-play for the Phillies. I do car reveals, and it's just good vibes over here. The Joker was robbed this year again for MVP. I like Joker a lot, man. I think it could go either way. I'm not going to say that he got completely robbed. And I think SGA had a great season. If you think about SGA's season, think about it like this. SGA, the Thunder had the best record 2 years in a row in the Western Conference, the harder conference at that, right? That's hard to do. Back-to-back first seeds in the Western Conference. Not only that, he's the best player on that team. Jokic's team is not the first seed. And I know he's what was the Nuggets? The Nuggets were like a 3rd, 4th. I forgot what seed they were. And it's not all about seeding. I understand that. But I think that had to factor in the decision because they both had a great season. Jokic was absolutely amazing throughout the season. I don't know what his averages are, But I know if he didn't average a triple-double, he was very close to averaging a triple-double, but not just a normal triple-double. This man, I don't know what game it was. I think it was in the playoffs. He had like 40 points, like 13 rebounds, 16 assists. It's crazy. He's just an amazing player. But let's get to SGA. That bull is net. Like, offense, he gets you everything. He plays good defense. He gives you the offense that you just can't stop, right? Also, the thing about SGA is when it counts the most recently in the playoffs, you could depend on him. When they need a bucket to stop the momentum from the other team, who you giving the ball to? SGA. That man's just an unstoppable force offensively. And I don't think it's a steal. I mean, I don't think it's a toss-up. I don't think Jokic, he could have got the MVP as well, but I don't think it was just, Jokic should have definitely won. I think, if anything, if I was going to say that he should have won, it should have been like a co-MVP or something like that. But I think SGA is well-deserved to win that MVP. Just my opinion. And I'm a big Jokic guy. Jokic, I got so much respect for him. And I think the Nuggets should have traded for Jimmy Butler, and they would be in the finals right now, in my opinion. They should have traded. And you know what they should do? Don't go after Kevin Durant. The Nuggets should go after Devin Booker. Go after Devin Booker. Somehow, some way. I don't know what their first-round picks are. The Nuggets need to go try to get Devin Booker from the Suns. The Suns haven't been good in a long time. They need to start rebuilding. Do like a 4-team trade. Make it happen. Michael Jordan is a bust. Oh, man. The Pacers bench is great. I don't think he's a bust. He just hurt, bro. The Pacers bench is great. The only thing they don't have coming off the bench is a center. But they got everything, every position. Yo, Pacers is just a deep, great team. And don't forget about their great coaching, too. They got great coaching. Every time they called a full timeout, they always got a play. They always made a bucket. They always, made adjustments. They was down the whole game. Y'all remember the Pacers was down almost the whole game until that fourth quarter. It was like a whole bunch of lead changes. Like, the Pacers were down and they came back. And that shows the grit and fight that the Pacers have. Mathurin, I got that. In my opinion, Warrior fan. So now we eliminated just because I'm and Miles McBride on Knicks. Yeah, I like for me, I'm a Sixer fan. So who I'm going for, I don't know if they're gonna win. I'm going for the Pacers. I'm going for the Pacers in the East. And in the West, I'm going for the Timberwolves. In the West, I'm going for the Timberwolves because I'm a big Ant guy. I'm a big Ant-Man guy. So I just want Ant and the Timberwolves to get a Super Bowl. I'm a Viking fan, so I'm Philly everything besides football. And if y'all are wondering why because I'm from Pennsylvania. If y'all wondering why I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania, it's because of Randy Moss. If you know who Randy Moss is, you know why. You know why. And I have another YouTube channel called Mike Sports Vibes. The channel that y'all on right now is Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. But the other channel that I cover the football and I cover the Vikings, I go live for every Viking game, is Mike Sports Vibes. Go check out that channel if y'all interested in NFL football. I will be going live for every game. Even if you're not a Viking fan, we're going to talk trash in the comments. You know what I mean? When we go live. What else? I'm trying to get to the comments. I'm a Mathurin. I like Mathurin. And isn't really healthy. And that's another thing. Nobody is talking about that. That's another point. Shout out to you. That's another point. Ant isn't healthy, but I like the fact that he's fighting through it and he's not using that as an excuse. Ant-Man is a real superstar. Yeah, again, hit that like button. Shout out to Chris for real. Hit the subscribe button if y'all haven't already. I'd rather have the Knicks play through Bridges, than play through Cat. Man, Cat was balling yesterday, bro. Cat was balling. Bull had like 30-something points. The problem is that overtime, bro. That overtime was what hurt them, bro. They should have won the game, bro. They choked. They just didn't. They fell apart. They fell completely apart when it counted the most. SJ is a foul baiter, most valuable. And you know what's crazy though? Let me put this out here. Every single player in the NBA is a foul baiter. I don't care what name you could put out there. There is some that puts more emphasis and overreacts to fouls than others. Like, for instance, I'm a big Luka guy. Let me just keep it real. I'm a big Luka guy. Luka be foul baiting, but it's part. If the refs are going to call it, then so be it. They use it as a strategy, right? I'm a big Jalen Brunson guy. I like Jalen Brunson as a Sixer fan. I'm a Jalen Brunson guy. He be foul baiting a lot too. Another player, I know y'all don't want to hear it, Jokic. He be foul baiting, not as much, but he does foul bait. He does foul bait, not as much as some of these other players, but he does foul bait. My boy Joel Embiid. I'm a Joel Embiid guy. I'm gonna admit, this man be foul baiting. I'm not gonna sit here and cap with y'all. He be foul baiting. It's part of the game nowadays, unfortunately. It's not like back in the day with Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas, and the list goes on. It's the fouls that are called now in the NBA, it gets on my nerves, but it's just part of the strategy. Now, if you're going to foul bait, you better be good at the free throw line. That's all I'm going to say. If you're going to foul bait and you get the call, you better be good. But I don't like it, and that's why I liked yesterday's game, the Eastern Conference Finals, because both teams were very physical and they were complaining to the refs, and the refs did not allow them to get in their head. They said, yo, just go play ball. Golden State didn't have a chance. They didn't have no bigs. Yeah. But I think they had a chance if Steph was healthy. I think Steph is listen, Steph is one of my favorite players of all time. Steph is one of those dudes that can, like, before he got hurt, the Warriors were doing their thing. I'm just keeping it real. He covers up the deficiencies. Like, great play. No team is going to be perfect, right? There's only a select few teams where you're like, oh, that team is perfect. It is raining, y'all. That's why I got the umbrella. It's only a select few teams. By the way, can y'all double tap to hit the like button? Can I get 10 likes on this stream? Can I get 10 likes on this stream? And hit the subscribe button, y'all. Please hit the subscribe button. Support your boy. Trying to get to my first 500 subscribers. I'm about 84 subscribers away from hitting my first 500 subscribers on this channel. So if you're interested in good vibes, hit the subscribe button. Nah, I'm not glazing SGA. It's not glazing. It's just showing respect to great players. Like, just because I say a player is good don't mean I'm doing all that. I think he's a great player. Unfortunately, he be doing a little much to get some calls, but a lot of players do though, bro. You got to keep that same energy with every player. If you're going to say it about SGA, you got to say it about every star. Let me give another star that be doing all that. And I'm a big fan of this dude, Victor Wembanyama. As a Sixer fan, I remember we played them this year, right? Victor Wembanyama got barely touched. He barely got touched by Andre Drummond. And this guy fell on the ground, and he went like 3 feet, slid on the dang on court. And then they called a flagrant 2 on Andre Drummond. I don't know if y'all know this. Look it up if you think I'm lying. Victor Wembanyama didn't even get touched by Andre Drummond. And they got close to each other, and somehow Victor Wembanyama went flying on the court. Just flying on the ground. Fell on the ground somehow. They did the replay. They was kicking out Andre Drummond, and then they called it back and said, and they gave Victor Wembanyama a flagrant for flopping. For just, you know what I mean? So it goes both ways. There's a lot of players that overdo it. And this is why I say the NBA players, like some of the great ones, some of the best ones in the NBA, after the NBA, they should go into acting. Go into acting because a lot of these dudes is great actors. They be having their face expression a certain way. They get touched, they going flying across the dang on basketball court like they got hit with a 2-piece. It's crazy, bro. They finna trade Draymond and Giannis. Yo, Giannis with the Warriors will be crazy. Giannis with the Nuggets will be crazy. Let Giannis be in the West, not the East. Unstoppable Force because of official fouls group. Could anybody look up there? Right. I do. Do you like a new champ in the NBA? Like, I wouldn't mind seeing, to keep it real, I would like Double JTV. Shout out to you. And everybody, make sure y'all double tap, hit the like button. Please hit the like button, y'all. Show a brother some love. I only got 6 likes. I got 19 people in. If I could get 4 more likes, that would be so amazing, and I would appreciate it. All right, so Double J TV said, do I like new champ in the NBA? And I like it. I wouldn't mind seeing the Timberwolves or the Pacers winning it. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing OKC. I wouldn't mind seeing, look, as long as it's not the Knicks, I ain't going to sit here and cap, y'all. I'm not going to sit here and cap with y'all. Listen, I'm a Sixer fan. It's a rivalry between the Knicks and the Sixers. I don't want the Knicks to win it, but I understand that they're a very, very good team. They're a very, very good team. Like, so they can still win it. They lost game 1, but they can still win it. Joker took his team to number 4 seed. They fired their coach, made it to the 2nd round. That's true. Averaged a triple-double all year long. He broke multiple records. Yeah, had a great season. I'm not taking nothing from Jokic. Like when I say stuff about Jokic, people be like, "Oh, you're just hate." I'm not hating. I'm being real. The man's a very good player, but I'm not going to sit there and say that SGA didn't deserve to win the MVP. They could have both won the MVP. They both deserved to win the MVP. You know what I mean? Like, they both deserved it. I'm not going to sit there and hate on 2 great players. Jokic, in my opinion, I'm going to keep it real with you. I think he's the best player in the NBA. And I mean that. I'm not, as a Sixer fan, as a person that respects SGA, respects Luka, respects Ant-Man, respects a lot of the great players in the NBA right now, I don't think there's a better player than Jokic. But, you got to put respect. You got to give SGA some respect, bro. Like, I don't care how deep their team is. There ain't another SGA in the whole NBA. SGA is the one. He's the leader of that team. He makes that team flow. He makes that team where it's at right now. You know what I mean? SGA is a fraudster. I love SJ. I'm a Kentucky fan. I've been hearing his bat. Yeah, I like SJ. I think, listen, I just feel like, for instance, right? Let me put this out there for everybody in the building. Y'all, I'm a Sixer fan, right? And like people will be like, oh, who's better, Joel Embiid or Jokic? And I hit him with this. At one point, there was a debate. Right now, I obviously got to put Jokic better than Embiid because one player doesn't even play. He's always hurt. Jokic is a 2-time, is he a 3-time or 2 times MVP? I don't even know. But I know he's a finals MVP. He has a championship, so obviously he's better. But when they go head-to-head, I think Joel Embiid got the better of him. But the problem is it's just regular season. It's not playoffs. So I would have loved to see Joel Embiid and Jokic go at it in the finals. That would be the most entertaining finals, in my opinion. I think they both respect each other. But my whole point is people be like, oh, you got to pick either Joel Embiid or Jokic. Listen, I think they're both great players. Obviously, Jokic has accomplished more than Joel Embiid, but just because he accomplished more than Joel Embiid doesn't mean Joel Embiid's not a good player. Why can't you just like both players? Why can't you be a little bit neutral? Why is it got to be like, oh, well, if I like Jokic, I can't like Joel. If I like Joel, I can't like Jokic. If I like Jokic, I can't like SGA. If I like Luka, I can't like Anthony Davis. Like, it's weird. Like, just enjoy the game. Enjoy what you're seeing because we got a lot of great players coming up. Like, RIP to Kobe. Before he passed away, I was like, man, where's the NBA heading? Well, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people thought when Michael Jordan retired, they're like, oh, where's it going to be heading? They were probably thinking the same thing about Larry Bird when it was like, oh, where's the NBA going to go? The NBA is thriving. You know what I mean? Yes, it did get softer, but I think there's a lot. The NBA is they got a lot of stars, man. I like Ant-Man. Ant-Man is a superstar, bro. It's a lot of good talent. I'm watching. Hold on. I'm watching you for now. Oh, that's what's up. Hey, listen, y'all. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Trying to get 500 subscribers on this channel. I'm about 80-something short. And if you are a football fan, Go subscribe to my other channel. It's called Mike Sports Vibes. I'm a Viking fan, but I will be going live. So if we play the Jets or whoever we play and you're a fan of that team, I will be live for that game. Hold up. There's so hold on. Hold on. Nobody is healthy in the playoffs. You ain't lying. But that's part of it. That's what makes the playoffs so great. You know what I mean? Like, injuries is part of the game. Just like NFL. Like, for instance, right? And it sucks, but let's keep it real. The Lions had the first seed in the NFC last season, right? Just to talk about a little bit of football. Do y'all remember last year? The Lions were 15-2. They lost in the first round. It wasn't because of their talent. It was because they was hurt. Their whole defense was hurt. But it's part of the game. I'm not knocking a team for beating another team because the other team couldn't be healthy. It's part of the game. That's what makes champions. That's why when you win a championship, it's such a spectacular accomplishment because of, like, you got to fight through the injuries. You got to get through the injuries. You got to battle teams. It's a true battle. It's a true battle to be great. That's why back in the day I didn't get to. I mean, I'm a 90s baby, so I didn't get to watch Bill Russell win them. But when you talk about Bill Russell winning 11 championships, it's just crazy. When you talk about Michael Jordan three-peating twice, going to retire, play baseball, and then come back and then win another 3 straight, it's freaking crazy to me. It's just like, how did you stay healthy? How did you do? And this is why I got a lot of respect for LeBron James, even though people don't like LeBron. Not because, like, I got respect because of longevity. How did this man never go through a serious injury? You know what I mean? There's so much for this film. The whole point of the game is put the ball in the basket. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Have you ever been tapped by a fan? I'm not sure what that means. Slowing down, dribbling the ball, the defender hits you in the back. That's one. Lakers. Got you, bro. Thank you. Go Pacers. Hey, listen. Pacers, they got to keep it up. Shout out to Skyler. Right now, the Joker is the best player. Yes, he cannot be the face of the NBA because he's not from that. I don't think that's necessarily true, though, bro. You know, I don't know if Stephen A. Smith said that. I don't know. I mean, but if you want to say that, I guess. But if he's the best player, why not? That's how I look at it. And he is the best player, in my opinion. So he should be the face. But if you want to say that, okay, the best American player, who's the face? It's not LeBron anymore, even though I love LeBron. It's not Kevin Durant. I think it's Ant. I think it's Ant-Man. LeBron ain't retiring until he plays with Bronny's. Oh, yeah. That'd be crazy, right? Until he plays with Bronny's future son. That would be crazy. He gonna be 60 years old in the NBA. Joel Embiid and the Joker are centers, but 2 different ways. Yes, Joker 3 MVP, right. They're 2 different types of players, right. They both, and I respect both for their games. I'm not the type of person like, oh, I'm a Sixer fan. I'm a Joel Embiid guy. Oh, Jokic is bad. The only negative thing that I say about Jokic, if it's considered negative, is his defense sometimes looks a little bit iffy. But I like the fact that he actually tries to play defense. You know what I mean? And then it doesn't even matter. At least he's trying. And then on top of that, and I don't care about the analytics. I don't care what the analytics say. Defense ain't all that all the time. It ain't all that. It's like average and sometimes below average, in my opinion. Just watching the game, right? But he does so much offensively, and he's such a playmaker and makes everybody so much better. It doesn't even freaking matter because he's that great, right? But I like the fact that he has the mindset to try to play both ends, right? That's the opposite of what Luka. Luka does everything offensively, right? But he does nothing defensively. And I'm saying, like, Luka's like 6'8", 6'9". Dude, you got the height. You got the arm length. Why are you not trying to play defense? Like, my grandpop could drive past Luka, bro. My grandpop could drive past Luka. He don't play no defense, bro, at all. And that's why I don't know if the Lakers are going to have to build a team that can really play some dang on defense, bro, around Luka. Because I'm going to keep it real. They're going, every time Luka is guarding someone, their eyes get lit up. Like, oh, okay, I'm going at him. Joel Embiid never had help on the Sixers other than, yeah, Jimmy Butler was a very, very, very big mistake. They let Jimmy go and kept Ben Simmons. They kept Tobias Harris. I don't even want to get into it, bro. Sad. Heard it. Yes, Paul George. Listen, I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm hoping we draft Ace Bailey with the 3rd overall pick, bro. But, yeah, oh, my gosh. He said, Holly's buzzer beater. Oh, my gosh, bro. Yo, if his foot was just a centimeter behind the line, bro. If his foot was just a centimeter behind the line, he would have won that game. They would have won it in four quarters. They won it in overtime, but still. Every time Paul George played for, he was, yes. Indiana, OKC. And now the Sixers. Man, he's just an injury-prone guy. Steph is the face of NBA. He's one of, you know another thing we should change the narrative of? Why can't there be numerous players the face of the NBA? Why has it got to be one? Why can't it be Steph? Why can't it be LeBron? Why can't it be Jokic? Why can't it be Ant-Man? Why got to just be one face of the NBA? Like, there's so many great players right now. We're in good hands. When KD retires, when LeBron James finally retires, which we don't know when. My homie said he might retire when Bronny James has his son and he plays with him. He's going to be like 80 years old in the NBA. Shout out to Daniel in the building. Holly Bum is better than... Hey, don't do that, bro. We're not going to do that. Yeah, I think Tyrese Halliburton is better than Maxey. I will admit to that. As a Sixer fan, I'm not going to sit here and cap. But I will say this right now. We're going to see what they do for the rest of the series. I might change my mind. Let's see if the Knicks let's see if they can finish it. Steph, Giannis, SGA, Brunson. Yeah. I think that's perfect. Steph, Giannis, SGA, Brunson. But I think they should put Jokic. I think you're missing Jokic in that conversation, though, bro. I think you're missing Jokic in that conversation, bro. That's just my opinion. I'm a big Jokic guy. Coming from a Sixer fan, that's a big deal because a lot of Sixer fans don't. Yeah, they either like, I'm Joel Embiid, but now a lot of Sixer fans are like, I don't want Joel Embiid. It's not that I don't want Joel Embiid on the team no more. I'm just over it, bro. Like, what's the definition of insanity, y'all? When you keep doing the same thing multiple times, expecting a different result, and you just keep doing it. This man, we keep on running it back with Joel. He'll have a few games that is good, and then he'll get hurt. And we're in the same dang-on situation. Why would we run it back? What's going on, A? It's that KD too. Jokic has no personnel. I get you. He don't got the swag like he don't got the swag to like. I get what you mean. He's like you know who he is? He just knows how to win. You know what player he is? Not the same player, but y'all get where I'm coming from. He's like Leonard. Leonard isn't like I'm watching the NBA because he doesn't sell like the tickets like a Luka would, right? But he just knows. But Leonard knows how to win. You know what I'm saying? Like Leonard knows how to win, and that was a hard series for the Nuggets. I actually thought the Clippers could beat the Nuggets in that series. I thought the Clippers was going to beat the Nuggets. But you know what I forgot about? Is James Harden is going to be James Harden when it counts the most. James Harden will fold under pressure when it counts the most. He's a great player, but I feel you, though. I feel you. He just knows how to win. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing about Jokic. I don't know what the man does in the offseason. They don't really promote him like they probably should. Like, I don't know what this man does. What does he do? Does he fish? They don't really promote him like that. The 76ers need to plan for and go another. You know what? The problem is Joel Embiid just signed an extension. So they're going to have to either trade him, which is going to be impossible right now because they don't know if the man can be healthy. So if he can't be healthy, I'm not trading for an injury-prone guy that can't be healthy. He just signed a extension on his contract, bro. So he ain't going nowhere. I get what you're saying, though. So, like, the whole thing with the Sixers, they're going to have to mix in very young players with older players. You know what I mean? They have no choice because they just signed PG. They have Joel Embiid. But we do have a very good young core in Tyrese Maxey, Jarrett McCain, potentially Ace Bailey with the 3rd overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. We also have Quentin Grimes. I'm not sure if y'all know who Quentin Grimes is from the Mavericks. You know what I mean? If Sixers can do a player swap. Nah, they'll never. They would never. Of course, I would want Giannis over Joel Embiid. I'm not delusional. I like Joel Embiid. I might be delusional somewhat with the Sixers, but I ain't that dang on delusion. I'll take Giannis over Joel. Listen, you put Giannis on the Sixers right now, bro. Listen, we're going to make the playoffs anyway next year. I already said it. People think I'm crazy. And my whole point is, just because I say we're going to make the playoffs, doesn't mean I say that we're going to be contenders. The playoffs in the East is easy to make the playoffs, bro. That ain't really saying much. But people be like, oh, what are you talking about, Mike? I'm telling you, the East is weak. If they would have played Tyrese Maxey the whole season, we would have made the playoffs, bro. In my opinion. Warriors getting Giannis. He said Warriors getting Giannis. And B for Giannis. I would do that right now, Daniel. I would do that right now. There are other teams that have a way better package to offer than the Warriors. Yeah, true. Like the Sixers, we would be perfect for them. If they wanted Tyrese, man, they would want everything. And we're not doing it, though. Kawhi Leonard is done. He didn't play half of the year just to play in the playoffs. You can't do that every year. That is true. I do agree with that, but he did play in the playoffs, and he was excellent in the playoffs. It's just when you have a James Harden that it just chokes every time there's a Game 7. He's allergic to Game 7s. If it's a Game 7, he ain't showing up. He ain't showing up. Why would the Bucks do that? The league would have to rig a lottery. Yo, that's a funny comment. Hear me out. Cade Cunningham for Draymond Green and Brandon in a second. Nah, they'll never do that. Hey, listen. Detroit Pistons need one. They need a star, man. They need a co-star next to Cade. They'll never do that trade, bro. I know you a Warriors fan. You gotta be a Warriors fan. They would never do that, bro. You're gonna need to give up first-round picks, not second round, and that's not enough. Draymond Green is not gonna be enough, and Brent, nah, not even close, bro. Listen. Cade Cunningham he's a star for one, but on top of that, he has the potential to be a superstar. That man is nice. And if it wasn't for the Detroit Pistons being hurt and they had another player that could get them buckets, because their second best player in the playoffs was Tobias Harris. You're not winning a championship if your second best player is Tobias Harris. I don't care how good you are. I don't care if you're Michael Jordan. You're not winning a championship or getting to the finals when your best player is Tobias Harris. And I'm not hating on Tobias Harris, but he's more of a fourth option, not a second option. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, Steph got Jimmy. They're going to have to draft. I don't know what they picks are, but they got to get a center. They got to get a better bench. The 76ers would have a chance this year if they rookie did. That's another dude, David. If he didn't get hurt, you talking about Jarrett McCain. Jarrett McCain would have been the rookie of the year, bro. Jarrett McCain would have been the rookie of the year. Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, I got the umbrella. Look, I'm not making it. Look, I'm out here talking basketball, y'all. Hold on. I walk around. I talk basketball. When I'm not in the office, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I'm one with nature, y'all. I don't like being in the office talking about it. Like, get a little exercise, be on the trail, you know, and just chill out. You feel me? This is what I like to do. Just talk about my favorite sport. Talk about, you know, basketball is my favorite sport. My second is football, then baseball. I like boxing. I like MMA. I like it all. Double tap the screen, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to your boy. Trying to get to my first 500 subscribers on this channel. Salute to everybody that's in the building. All right. Heck yeah, die hard. Yeah, you already know. Warriors are going to go. I know you a die-hard Warriors, so I could tell. They not. Listen, bro. The only way you're going to get Cade Cunningham is if y'all had the first overall pick, you going to give him Cooper Flag, and that might not be enough. You're going to have to give him, like, multiple first-round picks, bro. You're not getting Cade Cunningham, bro, unless you give him, like, sorry about that. Cade Cunningham, you're not getting, listen, bro, you're going to need to give a lot. Nah, you're going to have to give up a lot, bro. Warriors are going to go for Giannis, not Cade. I don't know how they're going to. This is the only way the Warriors are going to get Giannis. They have to. It has to be like a 4-team trade. It's not going to be a straight up deal. It has to be like a 4-team trade, 3-team trade, a team that has a lot of draft picks. Because the Bucks are going to rebuild. Because they're not only going to get rid of Giannis, they're going to get rid of Dame too. Because Dame is not going to want to be on Milwaukee if Giannis leaves. Dame only went Milwaukee because of Giannis, bro. He gonna want to get traded, so they're gonna want to do like a 4-team trade and a team with a lot of draft picks and good young talented players. Would Cade Cunningham win a chip? Oh my gosh, give me Cade Cunningham and put him next to Tyrese Maxey. Oh my gosh, that'd be nice. I would love that. Malik, what's up, bro? How you doing, bro? If the 76ers stayed healthy, he would. Man, I think so too. I agree. Miles McBride would be a good back up for Curry because Golden State Warriors can't win without that. Yeah, that's true. But the Warriors just got to get a deeper team. They're too top heavy. They got to get multiple players that can score, multiple wings, multiple defenders. They gotta try to build it up because it's not enough. They don't have enough. They don't have enough. But Cade, I know people talking about Cade. The Pistons are not getting rid of him. Can y'all tell me what kind of bird this is? I said it. I asked earlier. I'm not sure if anybody said it in the chat. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My bad. I'm up really close. Hold on. I'm not sure if y'all can see that bird. Is that a white swan? What is that, y'all? Y'all see it? Putting his head in the water. That joint huge, man. Y'all can't tell. Y'all can't tell that bird is big. That thing is like a whole distance away. Like, I'm right. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can tell. Like this, it's a whole distance away. I had to go up. Yeah, that's a big behind bird, man. But anyway, I grew up on baseball and boxing, but then I was, hold on, let me read that comment. I'm a big baseball person too. I'm a Phillies fan. And I do play-by-play for the Phillies as well. So everybody in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already on this channel. Also, my other channel is called Mike, M-I-K-E, Sports, S-P-O-R-T-S, Vibes, V-I-B-E-Z. Vibes is spelled with a Z. And you'll see me with a Viking flag. Go subscribe to that channel. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. He said, but then I was introduced to again. Oh, you know, by the way, boxing. If you're into boxing, let me know. Who's your best boxer, bro? Who's your favorite boxer, David? Do you think Bud's gonna beat Canelo? I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. How you feel about that fight? He can shoot. I agree. Giannis to Boston. That could happen because of Jaylen Brown might get traded. I can see that in the league. Are you going live for the Sixers draft, June 26th? I'm pretty sure I'm going to be live. We got a little bit of time because there's some things going on. Gotta make sure family is taken care of. But if family is taken care of, I will be live, brother A. My brother from another. Oh, that's a Swan. So it is a Swan. Jaylen Brown is not a Boston Celtic next year. Look for Kevin Durant. I live in Massachusetts, Rainfield, home on basketball. Yeah, I can see Durant going to Boston. But then again, the only way I see that happening, no, I see Devin Booker on Boston. Because Jason Tatum might miss the whole year next year. I think he teared his Achilles. I'm not sure how bad the tear was. I don't know how long those injuries take. But if I was Boston, and I hope they don't do this, I will go after Devin Booker. Like, why would Devin Booker want to stay with the Suns, bro? Jaylen, I'm probably... It's Scoot. What's going on, bro? You're good, bro. You're good. Yeah. I haven't been going live for the Phillies, but after the playoffs, you'll see me alive a lot more for the Phillies. Yeah, I haven't been going live for the Phillies that much recently. Because my whole value right now is the playoffs. Like, I think the playoffs for me personally, because there's so many games left for regular season baseball for the Phillies. Even though the Phillies are one of the hottest teams in MLB, they're first in the division, I believe. And then once the NBA playoffs is kind of like over, I'm gonna definitely be going live for the Phillies a lot more. But right now, I'm like, this is the playoffs, and it's almost over. We about to be in the finals soon. It's about to be the finals soon. So once the finals is over, you'll see me doing a lot more play-by-play for the Phillies. Cade retiring a Piston. He took him to the playoffs for Detroit. That's like when yeah. But they're not that far off from winning the championship, realistically, though. Because they just need to get another star. I don't know who it's going to be. And I don't mean to say they just have to, because that's hard to do. But Cade Cunningham is he's such a good player. They just need a couple more pieces, and they're good. They just need a couple more pieces. Kevin Durant on Boston, that's a scary team. But that's if Jason Tatum is back, though, bro. K staying in his whole career is so fried. If that's a good point. I don't know if he will want to stay in Detroit his whole career. We'll see. But ever since the Luka trade, I look at it like this. Ever since that Luka trade, I think anything can happen in the NBA. There's not one player that could, besides Steph Curry, anybody in the NBA could be traded. I don't care what name they is. It could be Ant. It don't matter who it is. They could be traded. After that Luka trade, anything can happen. As long as in his way. Sorry about that. Canelo's about to fight Bud. I don't know if you know who that is, but that's gonna be a good fight. Canelo, he's one of my favorite boxers. It's a lot of good fights about to happen, hopefully. As long as yup, 100 anything, right? Devin Booker needs to go to San Antonio got too much, man. I'm tired. Listen, San Antonio got the second overall pick. They got Victor Wembanyama. They got Fox. They got Stephen Curry. Bro, they don't need no more. Listen, unless you're a Spurs fan, bro, we don't want them having no more, bro. They got enough. They have enough, bro. They going to have a whole all-star team at the rate we going. They about to draft possibly Dylan Harper. They got a team, bro. I can see if the Warriors don't get Giannis, they go get... And that would be perfect. I think that would even be a little bit cheaper and better for... Not to say Bam is better than Giannis. I'm talking about the value of getting him for not giving up too much. Bam is an all-star center, and he's very athletic. He's not old. I don't know what his age. I think he's in his mid-20s or late 20s. Giannis is 30. I'm not saying that's old, but Giannis been getting hurt lately. I would go for Bam. That is a wow. It's Coop. That's a good take, bro. Yeah, that's a good take for the Warriors. Bam is another player. That's another team. Like Tyler Hero, Bam. The Miami Heat ain't doing nothing, bro. Maybe, but Luka was no zero. Yeah, that's true. Zero defense is not like, yeah, most players are not out. Yeah, hey, listen, bro. I agree. I agree. If everything is true, I'm not saying that what you're saying is not true, but if it's true that he's not taking care of his body, being a professional athlete, yeah, that's a bad thing, bro. That's a bad deal. Like I don't know how true it is, but I heard rumors that LeBron James, he's like 40, right? LeBron James pays a personal chef like $1 million a year to keep his body, you know what I mean? Just to eat what? Just to eat right, bro. You can't eat McDonald's if you're a professional athlete. You gotta invest in your career, bro. Like, you gotta invest in your career. If it is true that Luka isn't being in shape because he's eating too much or he's just not doing physical training, like I understand if the man was hurt and he can't do too much, but he gotta pay the big bucks to get a physical trainer. Like, yo, get me in shape, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. The Lakers is a whole nother franchise. They do not care about MVPs. They do not care about getting to the playoffs. They care about winning championships. That's the one franchise that Luka cannot just go and just put up a whole bunch of nice numbers. You got to win a championship with the Lakers. This is not the Mavericks. And this is not, I'm not disrespecting the Mavericks. I'm just keeping it real. Lakers are they're the home of champions, just like the Celtics. They're the home of champions. You can't just be you can't be a Laker and be the all-time great Laker if you're not winning. Most of the all-time great Lakers had to win. Even LeBron James had to get a championship, bro. They was talking about him not being that bull because he wasn't winning. They like, yo, and he already had championships prior to going to the Lakers. Luka don't got no championships. He better get his act together because I'm going to tell you right now, Laker fans is not going to tolerate, oh, you scoring 50 points in the game. Bro, what you going to do for me in the playoffs? What you going to do for me in the finals? Go get me a championship. I'm telling you. SGA is becoming one of my favorite players to watch. He's touching Michael Jordan. Yeah, but we're not going to say he touching Michael Jordan's stats. But we not, listen, man, I really do not like bringing up Michael Jordan. And it is not that I'm not saying that SGA is nowhere close to Michael, but he ain't nowhere close to Michael. Let's keep it. Listen, I'm not even trying to get into that conversation. But if I get what you're saying when it comes to the numbers, the scoring, the analytics, I get what you're saying. We need a big and a backup guard. Yep, backup guard. I agree with that. Coop. Luke, what's crazy is they've been saying LeBron spends $1 million, right, for 15 years, almost like everything in the world got more. Bruh. Bro, that's crazy, right? If you're a professional athlete, look, and this is just me, I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to talk that talk. That's my slogan. Talk that talk and put the threes in the chat. When I do my play-by-plays and I say put the threes in the chat, just put the threes in the chat. It's just my little slogan I say when you make a three, when we make a three or whatever. But if you're a professional athlete and you got that type of bread and you're trying to have a long career, why wouldn't you invest $1 million in like a personal chef, bro? In a diet. Like, you're gonna get the best food, you're gonna get the best chef, you're gonna be good. You don't gotta eat this nasty behind McDonald's. Not trying to hate on it. But why would I eat McDonald's when I could get a professional chef to cook every meal for me, bro? Like, come on. Elgin Baylor is goated. Okay, Cantor. Shout out to Cantor. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Trying to get to my first 500 subscribers on this channel. Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I cover the Philadelphia 76ers, the Philadelphia Phillies. Haven't been covering the Phillies lately because I've been just covering the NBA playoffs. So I cover the NBA playoffs on this channel as well, as y'all can see. And if you like good vibes, consider subscribing. Even if you're not a Sixers fan, I will be going live, play-by-play with the scoreboard for a lot of the Sixer games. So if we play against your team, I most likely will be live on this channel. Also, if you're into football, again, y'all, if you're into football, I have another YouTube channel called Mike Sports Vibes. Mike, M-I-K-E, Sports, S-P-O-R-T-S. Vibes, spelled with a Z, V-I-B-E-Z. And I have like a Viking, I'm a Viking fan. So I'm going to be live for every Viking game. So subscribe to both channels if y'all haven't already. What's going on, Scott? Trade LeBron to Dallas for the #1 pick. Pair Cooper and Luka together. Oh my gosh. Bro, Luka, what you coming up with these trades, bro? Hey, listen, bro. That's crazy. I like that, though. I like the way you thinking right now. Scott said Indiana owns New York every time they play in the playoffs. Little old Indiana. Listen, Indiana's debatably the deepest team in the NBA. They neck and neck with OKC when it comes to like the bench and how deep they are. I'm just keeping it real. Indiana got a lot of talent, man. They got a lot of talent. And you know what makes it good when you have a lot of talent like that, right? So your superstar, say for instance, right? Let me go back to Jokic real quick. So say Jokic has a bad game, which he never really does, right? But say he does have a bad game. If you have a deep team, you have numerous other players that can pick up the slack. If you don't have a deep team, you can't make no errors. You can't have a bad game. You can't, because your team ain't deep. So that's why the deeper teams, most of the time, are more successful. Most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. Nobody's going to trade for LeBron LeBron, AD, Kyrie, with Clay in instant contention if they can stay healthy. Yet, I ain't gonna disagree with that. Dallas Mavericks are going to be average next year until Kyrie comes back. Ooh, ACL injury most likely after All-Star. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, when Kyrie Irving does come back, it's gonna be crazy. And then you got to think about how he's gonna take a while to get in basketball shape too. So that's a whole. Whoa, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. But I'll tell you one thing. Cooper Flag is gonna keep him afloat because Cooper Flag can play 1 through 4. He can play 1 through 4. Draymond for AD. Nico. Nah, he wouldn't. I don't know if he'll do that. Pacers and Knicks. That's going to be the best series in the playoffs. I agree. So far, I agree. But I'm gonna tell you, the Timberwolves and Thunder, I think it's going to turn out to be a very good series. I really do. College football, I will think about it. And if I do college football, I'll be most likely doing Penn State because I'm from PA. You know what I mean? I'll be doing Penn State. So whoever Penn State play, I'll probably do that. Nico trading local. Indiana, add your in. Yes, if you're wondering why, it's because of Randy Moss. I know a lot of people say that I should be an Eagle fan or I should be a Steeler fan. People be like, oh, why aren't you a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? Why aren't you an Eagles fan? It's because of Randy Moss. It's because of Randy Moss, y'all. It is what it is. But I'm a proud Viking fan from Pennsylvania. And again, my other YouTube channel is called Mike Sports Vibes. And you'll see me with a Viking flag. But this channel that you're on, I cover basketball and baseball, NBA playoffs. And I might even put in some boxing on this channel too, if y'all interested in that. But yeah, I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania because of Randy Moss. If you don't know who Randy Moss is, I need you to look him up if you can. When you get the time, look up Randy Moss, and that will tell you why I'm a Viking fan. That will tell you everything you need to know. He said he got tired of trusting her. That's funny. Pacers are an example of what Daryl Morey. Yes, you're right, Malik. But I don't know. I don't think we can be like the Pacers. We're going to try. We're going to try to be like the Pacers. But the problem is we got Paul George for 3 more years. The problem is we still got Joel Embiid. And if they're not healthy, we're stuck with them. Unless we could try to trade them, which I don't know. I don't know if we could do it. Oh! Why did you say Jahlil Okafor? Why? Oh my gosh, this boy hit me with the Jahlil Okafor. He hit me with the Jahlil Okafor. And this is why I don't want to draft another setter. to try to replace Joel Embiid. If we draft the center, let it be in the second round. In the first round in the 2025 NBA draft, I'm not drafting, what's his name? Kaman Maluwak. I'm not drafting him. I'm not drafting Queen. I'm not doing it. The only players I'm drafting with the 3rd overall pick is 2 players. Look, 3 players. And if Dylan Harper drops to us and they draft Ace Bailey, the Spurs do, we drafting Dylan Harper. Other than that, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, VJ Edgecombe. Those are the only 3 players that I'm drafting with the 3rd overall pick. I am not drafting a center. I refuse. I will have nightmares. Listen, bro, I would not like that. I would not like that. I'm going to go live for like 5 hours straight saying how mad I am about this dang on pick. Listen, they better not do it to me. Unless we trade back, which I hope we don't trade back, because I want to keep our pick. The greatest player of all time was drafted 3 overall. The greatest player, in my opinion, of all time was drafted 3rd overall. So, hold on. Pacers are... Joel would have 2 rings on that. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness. That's what I'm saying. You have a deep team. The superstar don't got to be a superstar all the dang on time, bro. Yo, Joel Embiid was on the Pacers, but that'd be crazy work, bro. Crazy work. Trade Mikal Bridges for a bag of peanuts. I think Shocker, Jeff will. Javon Small. I'm going to have to look him up. Hakeem the GOAT. You got Hakeem as the GOAT. I got Michael Jordan as the GOAT. But I'm not mad at you with the Hakeem. I love Hakeem. I like Harper. Had a good year this year. I like Harper. I'm not worried about Cooper because Cooper's going number 1, right? So I'm not even going to bring up Cooper. But for the 3rd overall pick for the Sixers, I would love Dylan Harper. 6'6", got handle, can break you down off the dribble, can play some defense. His father played for the Celtics and won a couple of championships, so he's made out of some of the great. He's made out of some good stuff. So, and he could shoot the ball. He's 6'6", man. Like playing at point guard, he can facilitate. I like him. I like him a lot, and I think he'll be perfect on the Sixers, man. I would love it. Ace Bailey, I don't know how tall Ace Bailey is. They went from 6'10" to 6'8" to 6'7". I don't know how tall he is. I know he's 6. I'm gonna say 6'8 and a half. I'm gonna say 6'8 and a half. I don't know how tall the man is, but that man. A lot of people trying to come at Ace Bailey. Oh, he be taking tough shots. Yeah, it might be a tough shot, but he makes them. He be making a lot of them. He works on it. And I think he compared himself to Tracy. I'm not going to say he's anything like Tracy. We're going to see. But I'm not passing up the next Tracy McGrady. Heck no. I'm staying at the 3rd overall spot, bro. I'm staying at the 3rd overall spot. I am not passing that up. I like both drafted to 29. Win teams only one. Went to. Oh wow! If MJ didn't retire the first time, Hakeem wins no rings. Woo! Hey, listen. I love Hakeem. He's the best for me. I'm just giving you my opinion. See, one of my favorite players. I love Hakeem. Those who know me, I'm a big Tim Duncan guy. Hakeem, there's nobody that has more moves than Hakeem down low, bro. Post up, there's nothing like him. There's nothing like Hakeem. Tim Duncan's my guy too, man. Tim Duncan is one of my top 5 best players of all time. People don't like talking about Tim Duncan because he wasn't the most flashiest. He like Jokic. He don't do nothing. He just knows how to win. I like that. He like Jokic. He just knows how to win the dang on game. And Tim Duncan, he just always knew what to do. He was the only player that I could think of still to this day that actually mastered the backboard because he always hit the bankers. He always hit the little midi bankers all the time. I don't know any NBA player that hits bankers, bank shots all like that. And if they do hit a banker, they didn't call it. Now all the players are just trying to swish it. Nothing but net. But why don't you use the backboard? Master the backboard hit the little midi from like the corner or whatever. Know what I mean? I love Tim. A 12 player carried the West Virginia team. His background was madness because of trust. Oh man, yeah. Hakeem dragged the boys to the conference finals while MJ was getting bounced. MJ not winning 8 in a row. They was scared of Houston so much that they recruited ex-rival Robin. Hey, listen, who wouldn't be scared of Hakeem? I don't think MJ was scared of him though, but he might have went down trying maybe. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. Once Michael got past the bad boy Pistons, it was pretty much a wrap, bro. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Like, once the Pistons got beat down, once they lost, who was stopping them in the East? There wasn't nobody stopping Michael in the East. And then when he got to the finals, he's going to win. The Bulls lost. Offensive rebounding, they got cooked. But yeah, you need all your role players. You need your role players to do their responsibilities. Bulls got bounced with MJ. Yeah, if he stayed, it would have. Yeah, I listen. We don't really know, y'all, but I just know he three-peated twice. That don't happen. But listen, every great player needs role players, like a Rodman. Like, you need a Scottie Pippen. Like for instance, like LeBron went to. Like, I'm not trying to put LeBron into this conversation. LeBron went to the Heat to play with D Wade. Do anybody know how great Wade was? Do y'all remember how great Wade was with the Heat? Before LeBron went there, do y'all remember how great that man was? Do y'all remember how great Chris Bosh was with the Raptors? That man teamed up with a whole day on all-time great D Wade and Bosh. You need players around you. You know what I mean? You need players around you. Michael needed players around him. Yes, he got all the shine because he was the face of the NBA and he well deserved. But you still need a team around you. You still need players around you to be successful. Penny Hardaway, Larry Bird, Penny Hardaway. Ooh, I'm putting some names up in here. Auburn is a good player. Johnny. Okay, David. You're scared of Houston. Yeah, I don't think Michael Jordan was scared of anybody, bro. I really, if he would have lost, then he's not gonna say I'm scared. He's gonna try to beat you behind next time. Like, for instance, the Pistons was the team that if Michael was gonna be scared of a team, it would have been the Pistons with Isaiah Thomas, the bad boy Pistons. I don't know what the heck that was. They was close. It was like wrestling. They was. You talk about a foul. Those were fouls back then. If you want to talk about a foul, those were fouls on Michael Jordan. They tried to do everything they could do to stop Michael, and they were until he got a little bit bigger and stronger. Scottie Pippen got a little, you know what I mean? Got that boy Scotty. Kobe three-peat as well. It's called having that too. Hall of Fame coach. Coaches have a lot to do with it too. So average is 18.6 points a game. Oh wow, I like that. Toughest conferences. Kobe and Mike Pete. Kobe and Mike beat 0 good final teams. I don't know about all that, bro. But I would say this, y'all. I gotta get off this live stream. Have a wonderful day. You know what I mean? I'm be getting off in a couple of minutes. But please give me all your questions before I get off this live stream. Let me know how y'all feel. Excuse me. Let me know how y'all feel. And we're going to talk about that Michael talk. We're going to talk about Michael. We're going to definitely talk about it because it's so crazy. So the debate is crazy. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Peace out, Ed. Peace out, everybody. Because right now they looking like they watch. No, the Bulls are not. The Bulls right now are, Washington Wizards. I don't think anybody's as worse as the Washington Wizards, though. But I will get off. Have a wonderful day. God bless each and every one of y'all. Have a good day. Peace. Hold on. See if I end this stream.